This is On Tilt Trading. I'm here to do my pre-trade analysis. So first up on my watch list today is Cardano. Putting my charts into perspective, this area up here, this is a candlestick area. This area down here with the vertical gray bars, this is a volume indicator. This area right here, this is a slow stochastic indicator. Down here, this is the MACD. This blue line that you see right here, this is the 200 EMA. And this purple line right here, this is S3, the Camarilla pivot S3. This is the 15-minute chart. This is the daily chart. What I'm seeing this morning on Cardano is Cardano sold off into S3, found some support, volume came in, and price was moved up and tested. Buyers tested this 200 EMA here, failed, sold off below S3, tried to find support here. We have high volume profile here. We have a crossover here on the slow stochastic right here at the oversold level, and the MACD is showing a crossover here as well. And we see the same thing here, but it's found support and then winds up selling off to a lower level. Again, high volume. We have slow stochastic crossover here at the oversold level, and same thing here on the MACD. We've got a crossover here, and it seems like Cardano found support here, buyer support here at this level. Price moves above S3 here, holds, sold off below. Really nice volume profile. Again, same thing we're finding here. We've got this crossover here, found support here, and we're able to, buyers are able to move the price up and over. It has found support here at the S3 level. It's dipping below here, but it keeps finding support. I believe it's wedged in between this, here in between S3 and the 200 EMA here. So it's wedged in between these two. So it may be trying to break out above the 200. As you can see in this area here, it is both below and above both of those areas. Let's come in and see. Okay, so here Cardano was able to break out above the 200 EMA, or at least close above it, but not able to break out through it. We're able to see that it's able to do it back here, and then it's able to do it here, and we can see this volume anomaly, or this volume spike coinciding with this wick, this doji right here. And then if we come in and we look here at the slow stochastics right here, we're showing some overbought conditions. So we may be heading down, and we can see here on MACD, the MACD is above the average, but maybe crossing over below. And let's get a look at the numbers. So right now, the slow K on the stochastics are below the slow D, and we're positive on the MACD right now. So nothing definitive, or at least not for me, nothing definitive right now here on the 15-minute chart. On the daily chart, we can see Cardano here. We've sold off, possibly found a bottom here. But we're testing this 200 EMA. We can see here a couple days ago, closed below, sold off, broke that low here in this candle 2 days ago. So this is the low. But then this day, buyers were in control, came back and retested this 200 EMA here. Yesterday, buyers were able to move the price through the 200 EMA, but couldn't hold it and closed just below. Now today, Cardano opened up just below the 200 EMA and then sold off, as we saw on the 15-minute. But it looks like it's found a support level, possibly at the same level as the low from yesterday. So it looks like Cardano may be trying to break out above the 200 EMA here on the 15-minute and on the daily today. We can see here on the slow stochastic we're in oversold conditions, and it looks like the slow K is turned slightly upward, so we could be heading for a crossover here. And we can see here on the MACD, sellers have been in control sellers have had momentum for the last couple days, and the MACD is below the average, kind of flat, but we'll see how it goes. But that's my analysis of Cardano pre-trade, and now we'll move to Polkadot. Let's go back to Cardano. One thing. So here with Cardano, my trade idea is an S3 to R3 traverse. So my trade idea is to trade Cardano long if it sets up, as far as if we get volume and we're holding this S3, it may be good for a long up to R3, and R3 is up here. Alright, let's check out Polkadot. Okay, Polkadot here on the 15-minute. So what we're seeing here on Polkadot, Polkadot sold off, found support here, and has moved up. Polkadot has been bought up here and has found support here at the 200 EMA. And this level here, this is R3. This level here is R4. What we've got here on the slow stochastics is we've got overbought conditions. So right now, it looks like Polkadot could be pulling back a little bit here. We can see on the MACD, buyers have momentum, and the MACD is above the average here. My trade idea is for Polkadot to break out above this R4 level. If it does, I'll be looking to trade it long up here to R6 if we get there. And then down here on the daily, we can see that Cardano is weak, as in I use this 200 EMA as a let's say a barometer or something to give me perspective on whether or not I think a particular currency pair is strong or weak on a time frame. So we can see here on the 15-minute, we've been able to break out and hold above the 200 EMA here. So for me, it's strong on the 15-minute. Here on the daily, we're pretty well below. We can see here in this area where we're lost, or where Polkadot lost the 200 EMA. So for me, it's weak on the daily, but in this area, we can see it's potentially poised to break out of this level here and start moving back up towards the 200 EMA for a test potentially. We can see here on the daily, we've got, actually we may be having a crossover here on the slow stochastic with the slow K, and then down here on the MACD we've got sellers with momentum, and things look like they're pretty flat, pretty consolidated here on the daily. But with this oversold conditions here on the daily with the crossover, potential crossover, let's take a look here. So yeah, the slow K just crossed over the slow D here. So this looks interesting to me as far as in potential long here for the daily. Still negative on the MACD, but that can change. So yeah, I like Polkadot for an R4 to an R6, but we'll wait until the US Open and see if the trade sets up fully. Next up, we have Near Protocol. So Near Protocol, similar to Polkadot, it's trading here at R3, potentially here. If it trades above here, R4, my trade idea is an R4 to an R6 traverse. I'll tell you what I'm seeing here on the 15-minute. So we have a test up here of R4 that failed. We can see we sold off here down to this low. This is probably the S3 level that's down here. Was bought up again, was able to be bought up above the 200 EMA, failed it, retested, failed it. We can see this volume spike here and these volume spikes here. So buyers are trying to hold the price up this morning, and we can see now that Near Protocol has found support here at the 200 EMA. So I really like this as a signal of strength. We can see it's been testing, and now it's been able to break above R3. It doesn't look like it's holding R3, but as long as it holds this 200 EMA, finds support here, it may be able to get back there. And we see it selling off, and we can see here on the slow stochastic, the slow case crossed over here, and we can see here on the MACD we're getting a crossover, so we're probably headed back down to retest this 200 EMA, or this R3 may potentially hold. And we'll come down to the daily. We can see on the daily that Near Protocol is weak here on the daily because we're trading below this 200 EMA. We can see it found a low here, and we've broken out. Near Protocol has broken out of this lower level here, and you can can see we have some oversold conditions. It's looking like there's a potential slow K crossover. Sellers have a little momentum here, but the MACD looks pretty flat. And let's come over and have a look here. So slow K is has crossed over above the slow D, and the MACD is still negative. The slow stochastic I found will indicate before the MACD, so it'll signal earlier. It can also give some false signals, but using the slow stochastic and the MACD together and using them to confirm each other. So if the MACD is able to turn positive, we may see some buying going on in near protocol. But this is my pre-trade analysis for today. This is On Tilt Trading. We'll see you next time.